Back at it again, man. Second video of the day. Doing my dash and shit. You know what I'm saying? The usual shit. I didn't do too much today, man. I just did enough today just to chill, man. I'm not doing too much. I just want to say something real quick, bro. It's a wrap for dating in America. It's just gonna keep on getting worse, man. It's gonna keep on getting worse and worse. A lot of cats are wondering when dating is gonna come back into marriage. Can't even talk. A lot of cats are wondering when dating is gonna come back, and motherfuckers is sticking around and waiting and shit. It's like, nah, dating is pretty much dead in America, bro. It can only get worse from here. Trust me, it's not gonna get any better. They're gonna keep on coming out with dating apps. They're gonna keep on coming out with social media platforms and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna get any better. If you waiting for this shit to get better out here, man, you're gonna be a skeleton and you'll be dead, man, before this shit get better out here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Once they let loose them dating apps, it was the end for American dating, bro. You see what I'm saying? It was a wrap. Once they let go of them dating apps, females took that shit and they ran with it, bro. They ran with it. They said, "Fuck that. We got power now. We got control over dating now." You know what I'm saying? We get to date whoever we want to date, or they think that they can date whoever they want to date. You see what I'm saying? So it's basically these dating apps are basically creating illusions, thinking that these females can get these high value men, but really it's not really like that. I mean, you might get to date a high value man, but these men are not gonna be serious with you. You see what I'm saying? You know, uh, yeah. Rest in peace, dating in America is not gonna come back. I hope you guys can understand that. You know, once you fuck up the uh, the dating in America, prepare for like the birth rate to go low. Um, Prepare for the birth rate to go low. Prepare for like women being picky and choosy about who they deal with. Okay, prepare for the average man to have a whole lot of problems and shit. You see what I'm saying? Um, we didn't do that, bro. We didn't set this up like this. You see what I'm saying? It's the elites, really. If you really wanna point the blame or you want to point the finger at somebody, you want somebody to blame, it's the elites that's really doing this to a lot of men out here, bro. And a lot of guys are getting up and they leaving the country because they don't see dating out here getting any better. It's only gonna get worse, man. Let me tell you, bro. I used to be able to get pussy off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Now all I can get is land wells. You know what I'm saying? And women who are below me in looks. So I look at it like this, man. Dating is never gonna come back. The only time you could get pussy, bro, if you luck up. Nowadays, getting pussy is all about luck. That's all it is. Like the other day, I got pussy. That one chick, she, you know, gave me some pussy when I was doing DoorDash and stuff like that. That was all luck, because it doesn't happen on a regular basis. For 2 years, I've been doing DoorDash, and nothing like that has ever happened. You feel me? Nothing like that has ever happened. You know what I'm saying? I've been on dates and stuff, and I got ghosted a whole lot, man. So it let me know that dating is pretty much dead, man. And I used to be able to get pussy on the first date. I used to get pussy, you know what I'm saying, just like that, easy, with no hassle. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like there's a fucking loop that you gotta jump through just to get pussy. I mean, now the shoe is on the other foot, or the tables have turned, or what's the correct term for it? You know, now it's men, you know, dressing up, you know, their best and losing weight. You know what I'm saying? Just so they could get a girlfriend and shit like that, bro. That's fucked up. Now, you remember back in the day when women used to, you know, stay in shape and stay slim and stuff like that because the men of their society, you know, men of society set the standards. Like, look, if you don't look like this, you know, I ain't gonna fuck with you. Or we not gonna fuck with you. So now it's the tables have turned. Now the men are trying to look their best and try to lose weight and cut up and shit like that, and you know, and stay swole and stuff like that, just so they can attract a female, just so they can fucking stand out from the rest. Okay. It wasn't like that back in the day, man. Back in the day, it was the females that were doing that shit. So now the females, they turned it around. You know what I mean? You give them power and they turn it around on you. Now they got the power. Before it was men. Now, you know what I'm saying? Before it was men who had the power. Now, men, we don't have no control over that shit now, man. It's either you get money and then leave the country, or you're pretty much screwed out here with dating. And it's never gonna, you know what? It's never coming back either. Like the way things used to be before the dating apps, it's never gonna come back. Like we can pray and wish and hope and stuff like that. The only thing you can rely on getting laid nowadays is luck. That's all it's gonna take for you to get laid nowadays. Luck, luck, luck. I gotta eat some food after this, man. I think I'm gonna do a couple of more deliveries and I'm done for the night, y'all. You know, it's like in my area, there's no single women left, bro. It's like it's frustrating for me. That all these women out here are taken big time. Not enough women to go around, bro. Social media fucked up everything. Yeah. Sorry about that. See what I'm saying? So, um, the only thing that's gonna help you nowadays, bro, is luck. I'm sorry, bro. The only thing that's gonna help you nowadays is luck. Luck, 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 luck. It's gonna be all about luck from here on out when it comes to dating. Oh, you lucked up and got, you know, a girlfriend. You lucked up and got some sex. You see what I'm saying? That's all that's gonna help you. Or you lucked up and became successful, and now you're not struggling in the dating market no more. Because let me tell you, even you know, successful men, they're the ones that are not struggling. The high value men, they're the ones who are getting laid on a regular basis, man. The average cat is not getting laid on a regular basis nowadays, bro. He's getting looked over. The females got too much power now, and this is what happened when you give females too much power. You see what I'm saying? So, um, you got to realize that when it's time to give up dating in America, it's time to give up dating in America. Females, they're only going after the top 20%. That's what happens when you give them too much power. They start going after the top 20%, being picky and choosy, you know, looking over you and shit like that. And you work out and shit. You got 6-pack abs, you see what I'm saying? And you swole, you still can't get a girlfriend. That let me know that everything is fucked up when it comes to dating in America. We can only hope and wish and just rely on luck nowadays. If you go to a bar or club and you get some pussy, that was luck. Because that shit don't happen all the time. You see what I'm saying? If you go and get a girlfriend, that was luck. Why? Because there's so many men to compete with nowadays. Today I saw what I saw. You know what I'm saying? I saw what I had to compete with today, okay? I saw what I had to compete with today. And the guy was right in front of me. The guy had a brand new fucking, was it a tricked out tinted windows, BMW. Okay, guy was taller. He had a bigger skull than me. Got bigger hands, bigger feet. Okay, this is the guy who's fucking all the women. You know what I'm saying? He was dressed like a bad boy and shit. This is the motherfucker who's fucking all the women in the area. That's the guy who you compete with. I'm inferior to that guy. The guy was taller. He had a bigger skull, bigger hands, bigger feet. Okay, this is the guy who I have to compete with. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to female attention, if I ain't got money, I can't compete with him. You feel me? So now you got motherfuckers who are self-improving at alarming rates. Okay, you got motherfuckers self-improving so they can get women's attention and shit like that. So then you got all the dudes like trying to compete for women's attention or trying to compete for women, right? When it should be the other way around. It's not like that no more, fellas. I'm sorry to say, bro, this shit is over out here, you know, in America. You can only sit back and wait for luck nowadays. Even if you become successful, bro, you know, you still got to compete with other successful men. You still got to compete with the other 20%. So even if you get a girlfriend, you won't be able to keep that bitch. Because you know you're going after 8, 9s, and 10s, right? Well, guess what? Other high-value men are going after the 8, 9s, and 10s too. So just because you become successful in America don't mean that you're safe. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you're safe. You can only become successful and then hope to like get a lot of women and shit. Because let me tell you, in the Bay Area, it doesn't matter if you got money or not. This is what I heard from this one guy. I was doing Uber or Lyft or something like that a few years ago, and he told me that you know he was throwing his money around and women still wouldn't gravitate toward him. Here in the Bay Area, he was throwing his money around and still females would not like fuck with him. Okay, and then he said when he was in LA, females gravitate toward him when he threw his money around. Now in the Bay Area, here out here, shit, he threw his money around, they can say fuck this and fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? It's all about looks out here. We got men with money and shit. So even ugly men who have money, the beta bucks, dude, I can see motherfuckers struggling. I can see beta buck men struggling. Okay? Because he's competing with the good looking dudes who have what? Money. He's competing with the good-looking men. So women, they don't have to settle for like a beta bucks anymore. Only in third world countries will beta bucks only work. I can see that it doesn't work out here because she could be like, no, this guy's ugly. I don't care about his money. I want his looks. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my money already. That's how they think in their head. They don't have to settle for beta bucks anymore. You see what I'm saying? It won't. You know, even if you like, unless you like a guy that's like got hella status and you got hella money, like you got money and status at the same time, like, you know, you're a movie star or you're an athlete or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time you will get a lot of attention and shit and get cream of the crop women. I think like just being a thousandaire, okay, being a fucking thousandaire in America, I can see you still struggling. You feel me? I can see that. I can see you still struggling. You know, so I can see you know, men who even men who got money. You know what I'm saying? Struggling. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about getting the ones that you want. And there's only so many 8, 9s, and 10s to go around out here in America. When you think about it, this is not Brazil. This is not, you know, Thailand. This is not like Colombia where there's plentiful. You see 8, 9s, and 10s walking around outside all the time in Colombia And in Thailand, you see beautiful women all over the place. So for the men there, there's plenty of beautiful women to go around, even for the average guy out there. Okay, when you got so many when you got like a small pool of like women to choose from, I'm talking about the really pretty ones, man. You ain't gonna never get no 8, 9, or 10 out here in America unless you got money and status. That's the only time you'll get like a 8, 9, or 10 from a female. You feel me? You know, that's the only time you would get 8, 9, or 10. But getting an 8, 9, or 10 in America is impossible unless you got money and status. Cause I got like some pickup artists, you know, they sit back and they say, well, you can get a girl if you got game, you got swag, you dress nice and shit like that. But there's tons of niggas out there that dress nice and got swag. What else is new? So then you got like dating coaches like Lucario and Steve the Dean. And these guys are total frauds because they don't got no receipts. But then they talk shit against receipts. How could you talk shit against receipts? Receipts is proof of purchase, man. Proof of purchase. Let me see the bitch that you fucking. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, your proof and shit. Anytime a motherfucker talk shit about like receipts, okay? Anytime a motherfucker talks shit about receipts, you feel me? Is a motherfucker who's hiding something. You feel me? You know, it's a motherfucker who's hiding something. Like, you ain't trying to show me no proof. And the female that you had on your show about, you know, about 6 weeks ago or 6 months ago or something like that, she was a female that was out of her prime. Okay? She was a female that was out of her prime. You know, you had a female up there, 30-something years old, talking about, yeah, man, I'm doing it big. I got this female up here. Nah, show us some prime bitches, man. Show us the bitch that you fucking. Until you come out with some proof or some receipts, I can't believe what you say, bro, because receipts is proof of purchase, bro. Proof. What the fuck is wrong with proof? And then when you ask them for proof, they get upset. Well, okay, well, why are you getting upset since you telling the truth, man? Or why are you talking down? Why are you talking down on proof? You feel me? It's like, okay, well, you're talking down on proof. At the same time, you know, you haven't shown any. You know, we all know that this is your business. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't trying to fuck up your business because you're gonna tell guys it's all about game. The only motherfuckers who follow the only people who I can see this. The only like men who follow these type of men like Lucario and who else? Steve the Dean. The only motherfuckers who agree with these dudes are the 20% of men that have looks. Probably the guys who follow them. Probably a high tier normie and up. Okay? Because nowadays, bro, if you are, you know, below a 7, you're going to struggle. I can see 7s not having much problem getting a girlfriend. Then again, you never know. You see what I'm saying? Then again, you never know. You never know who's struggling and who's not. Because a lot of men, you know, they're not going to tell you if they're struggling or not. You know what I'm saying? Because my motherfuckers, they're afraid, you know what I'm saying, they're afraid of talking about they struggle with men. It makes them look a lot of bad. I mean, I say a lot of bad. It makes them look bad when they struggle with women. That's the reason why a lot of men, you know, are afraid to talk about how they struggle in the dating market because it makes them look bad. You know what I mean? It makes them look like a lame or something wrong with you or something like that. Or, you know, you ain't got no game. You're incel with no game and shit like that, bro. It's like, come on, man. Really? You know, really? When you think about it, things have been fucked up in America when it comes to dating for some time now. The elites, they're not trying to take care of that. Why? Because they don't care about you. You know, they don't care about you. They don't want you to certain people to procreate, man. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta luck up. Nowadays, you gotta rely on luck, man. That's one thing I learned so far. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna happen is nothing is gonna happen. You feel me? If you just doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd rather be out there trying to get lucky than not trying at all. Like the lotto, you can get lucky and win the lotto, and then all your fucking problems with women will be solved. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of cats are going like 4 or 5 months without sex, 6 months, 7 months. The dudes are having droughts because of the way the date market is today. Dudes are having serious droughts. Normies are only getting laid 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, if they luck up. As I say, everything is luck nowadays. Luck. Nothing is skill. It don't matter how much game you got, bruh. If the female is not interested in you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. Now, if she got some interest in you, then game can work then. But if she ain't got no interest in you, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Then, nowadays, man, in order for them to have interest in you, you gotta have your shit together completely. You see what I'm saying? Even dudes who got money, dudes who are doing okay with themselves, they dating single mothers and shit. That's the reason why you can't even get a single mother. Because you got men who got their shit together, okay, dating single mothers. You feel me? You got men who are, who are doing the most, who got single mothers. They got money and stuff, but they still dating single mothers. So guess what? Now the average man, he can't even get scraps. You see what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Because of that. Because the scraps are getting picked up by dudes who making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 a year. These men are taking the scraps because they can't even get females who are decent looking. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm back. So that's what's happening nowadays, man. Is the date market is so fucked up that dudes who got their shit together, they dating single mothers because there's not enough pussy to go around. Plus, we haven't had a war in a long time. Okay, we haven't thinned the herd in a long time. Okay, there's men are growing everywhere. 1903. Okay, I see it. 1903. You know what I'm saying? Men can't even get their face matched because the dudes on top, they can't get their face matched. Like Chaz are probably settling for single mothers nowadays, bro. Chaz and Tyrone's, or broke Chaz and Tyrone's, are settling for single mothers. So nowadays, man, it's so competitive for females that a lot of guys are being locked out of the dating market. You know what I mean? You know? DoorDash? That's all good. I got mine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you look around and you pay attention to who got the women, you pay attention, watch. Just look around in your neighborhood. Hold on one second. If you look around, you see what I'm saying? If you look around, you'll see that, dudes who are driving Mercedes Benzes, maybe a guy who's making 100,000 or 200,000 a year. He got the most average basic woman that you can ever see, or that you will ever see. Like, I see dudes walking around or driving around with average females in like high-tech cars and shit. Okay, these are the dudes who you are competing with. So for example, if you see a girl that you like, right, she's kind of cute, she's a 6, right? Okay, but then you see who her boyfriend is. It's some tall dude that's taller than you, and he got more cheddar than you, and he's driving a top of the line Mercedes Benz. You be like, wait a minute, ain't that guy supposed to have at least a female that's an 8 or something like that? Why is he with that female that's a fucking 5? You see what I'm saying? That's what's really going on. Females, they done took over, bruh. They took over the dating market. Really, women are in charge. These females are in charge of the dating market, and that's why a lot of men work hard to keep them in their place in other countries. Hold on one second. That's why a lot of men work hard to keep these females in their place in other countries, because they see the trouble that the West is having with females, you know what I'm saying, with feminism and all that other shit, man. You know, for real. They say, well, we don't want that shit in our country. I mean, you guys are having problems, but we're not having problems. Even though it is starting to spread into different countries, but it's not going to flourish. It's not going to like grow. You see what I'm saying? Feminism is not going to be as strong in Thailand as it is here. Now, there is feminism, you know, there is females out there that practice that shit, but it's not like hella strong like it is with the West. You see what I'm saying? It's not hella strong like it is in the West. So when you think about it, going to another country is the only hope for a lot of dudes. It's the only hope. Because mangina men, simps, have fucked this country up completely when it comes to dating. And I don't think they did it intentionally. You know, I don't think they did it intentionally, but you know, I mean, they were trying to make some money, you know, the dating apps and stuff like that. They would be trying to be creative and trying to make dating easier. But women saw this shit as an opportunity to get power now. You feel me? Women saw that shit as, oh shit, now we can choose our men now, who we want to be with. We don't have to settle no more for the average man anymore. We can go up. You know, women are hypergamy by nature. So something like that will bring out their hypergamy nature. Dating apps will bring out their hypergamy nature. It will bring it out. I don't think these men who invented these dating apps knew this shit. I don't think they knew that females were going to take this shit and run with the shit. So then they fucked up the dating. Not only that, there's too many men to compete with online. You got the whole entire you got the whole entire world you compete with. You know what I'm saying? It's that. I mean, I'm sure like these females are not getting, you know, men from other countries. You know what I'm saying? But the dudes in your area you competing with. So there's so many men to compete with that it'll make dating for the average man nearly impossible. You see what I'm saying? You will go like months or even years without a girlfriend or without pussy. You see what I'm saying? Because this is too competitive. They fucked it up. Like the motherfuckers, the manginas, the simps, the pussy beggars, they all fucked it up. And we can't back out of it. Because if we get rid of the dating apps, then what? The country loses billions of dollars. You know, that's why Donald Trump, like I said before, Donald Trump couldn't get rid of them dating apps because them motherfuckers is worth billions of dollars. That shit is bringing in money. And they could give a fuck about your well-being or your mental health, because being without a girlfriend, man, it fucks up your mental health, okay? Like, if you ain't getting pussy on a regular, blood, you're gonna be on one angry son of a motherfucker. You feel me? You ain't getting pussy on a rag, man, you gonna be a motherfucker that's, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of motherfuckers, they go to prostitutes, but that's not doing nothing but covering up the goddamn open wound. It ain't doing nothing but covering up the wound, bro. It ain't healing it. It ain't treating the wound. You know what I'm saying? So that prostitutes is not the answer. The answer is having a consistent dating life where you're getting women on a regular. You know what I'm saying? Or you're getting your face match on the regular. At least that. You know what I'm saying? So when you look online, man, there's nothing but like land wells that are below you, females who are below you in looks and shit like that. You be like, ooh, I don't want her. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not used to like ugly women, bro. When I was coming up in my 20s, I had attractive females, bro. You feel me? So then, I work out and shit. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean anything because there's too many men to compete with. You think about it. When a female is when she gets single, right? She got all these dudes in the archives waiting for her to be single. You see what I'm saying? So you'll never find a single female. And if you do, she ain't trying to choose you because she got all them options out there. The dating thing is fucked up here in America. It's done. It's finished. And I don't think the elites even care. I don't think they care. I don't think they know. I don't care. You know what? You know what? And you make video after video pleading your case about the dating scene. They're not trying to hear you because they're not getting rid of those dating apps. Those things need to go. Really, them things need to go. The dating apps need to go. You see what I'm saying? Those things need to go. But they're not gonna go. We done dug ourselves into a fucking fiery hell. And there's no coming back after that too. There's no coming back after the dating apps. There's no fixing it. It's pretty much screwed into the end of your days. That's why you have to get out as soon as you can. You have to fly to another country and live there. You can't just go there and visit and get your rocks off and come back to this place. You have to move out of the goddamn country and stay out. Why do you think a lot of dudes are out there, man? Why do you think a lot of dudes have moved away from America? It's because of this dating scene. It has nothing to do with, oh man, this and that, racism and this and that. No, it's because cats are not getting their fucking needs met sexually like they used to. You see what I'm saying? They're not getting girlfriends on the regular. They're getting a lot of ghosting and shit like that. So this is what happens when you give females too much power and too much attention. You see what I'm saying? So now you got a bunch of thirsty dudes online who are not getting their needs met. Okay, there's like a huge percent of dudes who are not getting sexually, they're not getting sexual access on the regular. There's a lot of dudes out here struggling, you know what I'm saying? And it like more than you think. Like you would think like, hey, dudes are getting their needs met out here on the regular. No. It's pretty much a wrap, guys. You guys, hold on one second. So nowadays, if you don't have your shit together, if you're poor, you feel me? If you're this, if you're that, you're too short, or you're average height, you're average this, you're average that, you ain't gonna get no motherfucking pussy. And if you do, it's gonna be on luck. You lucked up and got a horny female that on the spot. You feel me? You lucked up and got a horny female that needed you right then and there, and she saw the opportunity, and she fucking got with. Hello. I wanted to scare you real quick. How's everything? I'll be back with part 2 with this, man. I'll be back with part 2. Peace out. Take care. Have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm done.